Coletco for part 2 of tonight's live Facebook record sale. I need to share this. Let's see if I can get back to what I was doing. Let me find us on YouTube here. Hello, Jeff Bergman. Wow, you beat Craig. Craig may have went to bed though. I think Craig's out on, isn't he on East Coast time? Let's see, where are we at here? Library. How do I find my live stuff here? Your videos. Tillman Smoot. Live. I think that's stuff that's already posted. Let's see here. Bear with me. Yes is on. Your channel. There we are, live right there. Okay. I just need to copy this link. Share, copy link. You still got that Guns N' Roses Live Air album? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. If you're interested, I've got it right here behind me. Not a cheap record whatsoever, but if you're interested, I've got it. And I'm working on getting a few things set up, so like I said, just bear with me. I need to try to post these on our stories where people can see it and click on it. Live. I'm going to put part 2. Okay. Let's see here. Let me pull this up. Okay, I've got my feed pulled up now. And let's see what we got going on here. All right, when you're on and watching, thank you. I'm kind of back on live here. Okay. The Guns N' Roses album is $699.99. It's a VG Plus to EX. It's $699.99. And if the feed moved before I could pull it up on my phone. Actually, I still can't see comments. Yes, I can. So whoever asked about that is $699.99. We still have it. Jonathan said, I would like to buy Craig a $30 gift card to Coletco. He does a ton for this group and doesn't get near the credit he deserves from the regulars. Jonathan, I will send you a link where you can do that. And yes, I've been trying to figure out here lately what we could do for Craig ourselves. Craig saves me a lot of time, which is money. Time is money, especially when he posts all those track lists for us. So, not the $6.99, misheard. Yeah, that's it. It is $6.99. It's a very expensive record. I thought I could have sold that a couple dozen times for $99. Guns N' Roses is $699.99. Yes, Logan. It's a very rare and expensive record. There was somebody wanting to trade a Van Halen Balance for it, which is probably a pretty good trade. I probably could sell Van Halen Balance better than I could Guns N' Roses Live, but I still got to talk to them about that. All right, well, when you're on and watching, thank you and welcome. This is a crate of Japanese stuff here I'm going to auction after we get a few people on. A lot of really good, nice Obi stuff in here. White line, because it's got so late, Tillman, I don't know if I'll actually get to that or not, but we may if somebody really wants it. That, and along with a lot of other stuff I posted, I found it during the break. I got very organized. However, I haven't been able to locate my cost on those. I bought those, and I hadn't been able to locate my cost. So I'm going to slide these right over here, actually, out of my way. And let me grab a crate of vintage. So I've got 3. Here's what I can show y'all. I have 3 entire crates of vintage that I have not shown. We've also got, John's going to be working tomorrow, so he's going to be pricing all new stuff for tomorrow night's show, which is Friday night. We're going to be having a show with all new arrivals. And then Saturday, we're going to have new stuff, of course, but we also have, excuse me, I was eating some popcorn during the break. Let me get some water. We're also going to have a big recap. So we're going to be live for about an hour flipping through some of this stuff. I'm going to go through a crate of new right now just to let everybody know I do have new stuff. And then we're going to try to do kind of a recap tonight for this last hour, just kind of going back through. I've got crates of stuff we're not going to get to in the next 53 minutes, especially if I keep talking. So if you're tuning in, you're going to get to see some new records, and you're going to get to see some stuff that if you missed earlier that you hadn't seen before. So first thing in here is Molly Hatchet, The Deed is Done. Molly Hatchet, The Deed is Done. That's a gold stamp promo, $19.99. Let me get this card a little closer, like I usually have it. Molly Hatchet is $19.99, gold stamp promo, The Deed is Done. Jimmy Reed at Carnegie Hall. Jimmy Reed at Carnegie Hall is $49.99. Jimmy Reed at Carnegie Hall. Yellow VJ label. Interesting. $49.99. Jimmy Reed, I Ain't From Chicago on ABC Blues Way. That is $29.99. And Professor Longhair, Crawfish Fiesta. Professor Longhair, $19.99. The Metallica was a sealed copy of And Justice for All. That is the same thing with White Line. I'm trying to figure out my cost on those. So if I don't get it tonight, we'll have it tomorrow night. By the way, I've got a couple auctions back here we could start rolling. I have a copy of The Police, Zenyatta Mondatta. Japanese copy, pristine copy of The Police, Zenyatta Mondatta. I'm going to put this up for a $45 start if anybody's interested. It's a Japanese press of Zenyatta Mondatta. Just tuned in, you happen to find that album. Zach, I have not looked for it yet. That's in a crate from a previous show, meaning we can find it, but you may have to give us a day, possibly 3 days. It's just whenever we run across it. This is pristine, though. The Police Zenyatta Mondatta. Japanese press does have the insert with it. It is very nice. That is a $45 start. The Police Zenyatta Mondatta. Comment, Les McCann. Les McCann is $19.99. Comment, Les McCann. 12-inch single of Jethro Tull. To begin the commemoration of 20 years of Jethro Tull, Part of the Machine. Some kind of Chrysalis 12-inch single promo from Jethro Tull. $14.99. Autobiography and Blues, Lightning Hopkins. $19.99. But Zach, I will be on the hunt for that record. When it gets recrated from a night that it didn't sell, it could end up anywhere. John Lee Hooker and 7 Nights on Verve Folkways. $79.99. Wow, we got some good blues stuff. Where's all the people who usually hop on and ask for blues records and then I never hear from them again? John Lee Hooker and 7 Nights, Verve Folkways. $79.99. That's an excellent, that was a beautiful copy too. Steve Miller Band, Living in the 20th Century, $19.99. Buddy Miles Express. Buddy Miles Express is $29.99. Original Motion Picture Score Revolution, which is music by Quicksilver Messenger Service, the Steve Miller Band, and Mother Earth. Soundtrack, motion picture score to Revolution. Jonathan Bodine wants John Lee Hooker. I'm assuming this one right here. Sold to Jonathan Bodine. And Sherry Darnell wants Lightning Hopkins. Those are sold and sold. Steve Miller Band, Buddy Miles. Steve Miller Band, Recall the Beginning, A Journey from Eden. Steve Miller Band, $24.99. By the way, we have a Police, Zenyatta Mondatta, Japanese press, pristine with Obi. Just a $45 start back here in the background. Don't let that slip by or you'll regret it. Midnight Oil, Beds Are Burning, 12-inch single, gold stamp promo, $14.99. Janet Jackson, Nasty. Janet Jackson, Nasty. That's a 12-inch single promo, $19.99. Janet Jackson, The Pleasure Principle. The Pleasure Principle is $14.99. Preston Rogers on Midnight Oil, sold to Preston Rogers. It's a Beautiful Day. It's a Beautiful Day is 1999. Joe Jackson Looks Sharp. Joe Jackson's 1999. Susie, You Were Second on Midnight Oil. Iron Butterfly, Scorching Beauty. That is 1999. Tillman Smoot takes both of the Janet Jacksons, sold to Tillman Smoot. Yaski, You Were Third on the Midnight Oil. It's a Beautiful Day. Joe Jackson, Iron Butterfly. Loggins and Messina is $9.99. Jonathan Bodine on the Joe Jackson, sold to Jonathan Bodine. Next is Roy Gallagher, Calling Card. Roy Gallagher is $19.99. Roy Gallagher, Take It Easy Baby is $19.99. Cheap Trick, One on One. Cheap Trick is $19.99. Tracks on Jethro Tull. Part of the Machine and Part of the Machine. It's a 12-inch single. Jeff McMaster wants M.O. M.O. is, what was M.O.? Loggins, Gallagher, what did I just show? Cheap Trick, M.O. Might be something already sold. Joe Jackson, what was M.O.? Jeff McMaster, let me know on that. Yaski wants the Cheap Trick. Yaski wants Cheap Trick. And there's another Cheap Trick. Let me skip it for right now. I'll pull out David Bowie, 12-inch single, Fashion. 12-inch single for Fashion, $19.99. Oh, Midnight Oil. Okay, yeah. Midnight. Jeff McMaster, you were, I guess, third on that then. Okay. That just came in late. Here's the other Cheap Trick, All Shook Up. Cheap Trick, $19.99. David Bowie, Absolute Beginners, another 12-inch single, gold stamp promo. Never seen that before. $24.99. Echoes of the Ozarks, Volume 2, Arkansas Strings Band, 1927, 1930, $12.99. Yas said Cheap Trick again. Both Cheap Tricks going to Yaski. The Eagles, that's their self-titled first album, $34.99. Looks like the OG fold-out cover. It is. $34.99. The Eagles self-titled, $34.99. David Bowie, Never Let Me Down. Got some David Bowie 12-inch here I've never seen before. Never seen that one, nor had it. $19.99. David Bowie, China Girl, long version, $19.99. Rare Earth, One World, $19.99. Crosby, Stills & Nash, Deja Vu, nice looking copy, $29.99. Deja Vu. England Dan and John Ford Coley, I Hear the Music, that is $14.99. The Best of the Guess Who, the Best of, $19.99. Fantastic, 22 original hits, 22 original artists. K-Tel, $9.99. K-Tel, $9.99. Babe Ruth is $19.99. Recorded by George Mitchell in 1968. Side first recordings, R.L. Burnside maybe? Yeah, R.L. Burnside's first recordings. The cover's misleading. R.L. Burnside's first recordings, $24.99. Marco V takes the Fantastic compilation, sold to Marco V. Sell Jonathan Bodine, pinups. Jonathan, let me figure out what I've done with that. I can't do that, Jonathan. I can do $30 on it, but that's what I can do for that. It's an orange label OG. It's a pretty nice looking VG Plus, especially side 2. I'll do $30 on that. Jonathan, I think Jonathan wants the Burnside. By the way, the Police is back here. If you're just hopping on, we have a copy of the Police in Yeta Mandata, Japanese pressing, looking for a $45 start. The Babies, Union Jack, is $19.99. J. Giles Band, Bloodshot on red vinyl. J. Giles Band, Bloodshot, and this is the red vinyl pressing, $29.99. Matches the cover. We have Culture Club, Move Away. That's a 12-inch single, $14.99. Bananarama, Robert De Niro's Waiting. That is $14.99, gold stamp promo. The Best of the Band, $34.99. The Best of the Band. I think we got 2 Ginger Bakers back here. We've got Ginger Baker and Ginger Baker's Air Force, or Ginger Baker's Air Force 1 and 2. Those are $29.99 and $24.99. The Band Anthology Volume 1, $34.99. BT Express Nonstop is sealed, $39.99. BT Express Do It Till You're Satisfied, also sealed, $39.99. Ron Phillips wants the babies. So to Ron Phillips. Sherry Darnell, you're first of the band. Let me know if you want the band anthology or the best of the band. Looks like the best of the band has a little cover damage. Band anthology looks really nice. But Sherry, your pick on either one of those. Accept Breaker. Accept is $29.99. Breaker. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th, the 8th day. I got to get home. That is $49.99. The 8th day. I've got to get home. Sherry wants both bands. Both bands. So does Sherry Darnell. Anthology and the best of. Paul Brothers. Finally. Thank you, Paul. Someone's bid. Paul has bid $45 on the Police. Zenyatta Mondatta. That's going once, going twice to Paul. Robert V wants BT Express Do It. BT Express Do It for Robert V. That is a sealed copy. So to Robert V. And the last record in here was the 8th day. Also, Kevin Black Fox wants the David Bowie China Girl 12-inch single. That's very cool. All right, let me flip through that crate right quick. I told y'all was going to see some cool stuff in part 2. Molly Hatchet, if you want prices, just let me know. Jimmy Reed at Carnegie Hall. Jimmy Reed, I ain't from Chicago. Professor Longhair. Comment, Les McCann. Steve Miller Band. Buddy Miles. Revolution Soundtrack. Steve Miller Band. It's a Beautiful Day. Iron Butterfly. Loggins and Messina. Roy Gallagher. Jethro Tull, 12-inch promo. David Bowie. Echoes of the Ozarks, Arkansas String Bands. Eagles. David Bowie, what pressing country is Accept Breaker? Accept Breaker, Hendry, is a 1981 Metronome Music, Passport Records, marketed by GM Records, South Plainsfield, New Jersey, Redessa, California. This is a U.S. pressing. Sterling and the Dead Wax. Yeah, this is a U.S. pressing. 1981, $29.99. Gary Hackett wants Roy Gallagher calling card. Sold to Gary Hackett, Roy Gallagher. Retro Class Entertainment wants the 8th day. Sold to Rydell Martin, the 8th day. That's something we don't get every day. It's the 8th day. Another David Bowie, That's Never Let Me Down. Paul Brothers wants the Molly Hatchet. Speaking of Molly Hatchet, so to Paul Brothers. Speaking of Paul Brothers, going twice, going 3 times for the Police. Zenyatta Mondatta. Paul has that for $45. Going twice, going 3 times, actually. Accept Breaker. Rare Earth, One World. Crosby, Stills & Nash. Deja Vu. Gatefold OG. England Dan, John Ford Coley. The best of the Gatefolds. The best of the Guess Who. Babe Ruth. Jay Giles. Culture Club. Bananarama. Ginger Baker. Ginger Baker was in Cream, by the way. That's his Air Force 1 and 2. And BT Express nonstop. Y'all just knocked out about half of that bin. That's good. For me and y'all. All right. First thing I'd like to do is, let me condense down this bin. I've emptied a lot of crates tonight, that's for sure. Let me put some of these over here. Lots of great vintage, especially that last bin I went through before the break. I know it was check condition stuff, but those titles were just like crazy. I think there's an Ozzy record in here tonight that didn't sell. A couple Tom Petty things that were pretty obscure. Tanner, go ahead and sell this to Paul Brothers for $45. Because the next record I'm going to put up is also the Police. I have the Police Synchronicity, another Japanese pressing. The Police Synchronicity, $45 start, Japanese press. And let's put up the Eagles, One of These Nights, Japanese press of Obi, also a $45 start. $45 and $45 start, Police and Eagles. I'm not going to recap all the new vinyl tonight, but I'm at least going to do this one crate maybe, and then some others, because I kind of want to show y'all some stuff again. Maybe I can read the hype stickers a little bit more. And plus, this is kind of the last day of the week to order. I mean, I'll order stuff again tomorrow night for restock, but this is kind of the last call, or this is another call to if it's going to be in stock, if you want on a waiting list. If you want on a waiting list. $25 for accept. Let me see what I had on it. Sure, I'll go ahead and sell it. You caught me in a good part too. Hendry, you get accept for $25. Okay, we have Smile. The Smile, this is a light for attracting attention. Debut album from the new group The Smile, which is comprising of Radiohead's Thom Yorke and Johnny Greenwood and Sons of Kemet's Tom Skinner. Limited edition yellow vinyl gatefold. This is $49.99. $49.99. So what we've reached conclusion on the Grateful Dead is we had a 3 from the Vault new release Tuesday night, and we've already sold it. That was the conclusion on that. I do have a Hotel California. Let me actually show those. I've got one right here. I've actually got a couple, if anybody else wants one. Tim, I will do, I know I've been doing $45 starts. These are a little bit more. Obviously, it's Hotel California. These are pristine copies with Obi. These are $54.99. Japanese pressing. I've listened to Japanese pressing of Hotel California before. It is amazing. But yeah, these are beautiful copies. The Eagles Hotel California. These are $54.99. I actually think I've got 2, and then I may have one more, and then I may have one without an Obi. But don't hold me to that. These are the ones I know for sure I have. These are $54.99. Hotel California. I think that's a great price. Paul wants one, and Tim Smith wants one. These are $54.99. I have one more, I think. Daniel Cody. Daniel, I've got one more over here. Let me find that. I think I've got one more. It had a different Obi on it, I think. Yeah, here's the other one. Daniel, I've got one more. So Tanner, Tim Smith, Paul Brothers, and Daniel Cody, if Daniel's good with this one. That's beautiful. All right. So that wipes out my Hotel Californias. All 3 of those are gone. Back here, I've got 2 things up for auction. Don't let these pass you by. One of these nights, which I think we sold one Tuesday night without an Obi for $39.99, unless I'm crazy. And this is, or we bundled it maybe. This has Obi with it. That's a $45 start. And the Police Synchronicity, classic Police album, Japanese pressing. This is pristine, $45 start. Rainbow, $55 start. $55 start on Rainbow. Let's take a look at it. I mean, we have some awesome, I'm telling y'all, we need a whole show for Japanese vinyl. This thing is immaculate. Rainbow is a $55 start. I was trying to do the $45 start first before we got into the $75, $55, and $95 start stuff, but looks like y'all are after the little bit better stuff right now. $55 on that. So I'm going to leave those up just for a minute while I finish this bin. We had one copy of the Crow soundtrack. By the way, the Crow soundtrack is 2 LP, and then it also has a special etching on it. These are $38.99. That's Stone Temple Pilots, 9 Inch Nails, The Cure, Pantera, Rage Against the Machine. Who else is on here? Helmet, Jesus and Mary Chain, Violent Femmes. That is $38.99. Waylon's at $55 on Rainbow. Going once, going twice. Check out the Obi too. Very nice Obi. Rainbow. That is on stage. That's a live with Ronnie James Dio on vocals. Richie Blackmore, of course, and then Ronnie James Dio's on vocals. Very, very good. $55 start on Rainbow. Patsy Cline's Greatest Hits. I thought we'd sell at least one of these. I remember having OG copies of this, and I remember I've just seen them slowly increase in value, and then sure enough, now they're back in print. Patsy Cline's Greatest Hits. This is $33.99. Sherry Darnell wants a Crow soundtrack. Sold to Sherry Darnell. And the reason I ordered this is because these are kind of not the easiest record to find a nice, quiet copy. I think MoFi's done a pressing. Of course, these 180 gram are going to be pretty quiet compared to a lot of the OGs. But this is my favorite Simon & Garfunkel album, Sounds of Silence, $26.99. Of course, that song is on there, but the other tracks are excellent. Waylon has a Rainbow for $55. That's going twice, going 3 times to Waylon. Beastie Boys, Check Your Head. There is a deluxe. So this is about the cheapest version of this you can get right now. It's 2 LPs. It's a gatefold for $48.99. $48.99. There's a box set coming out, I believe, next month, and those are like $125. So right now, this is the cheapest in-print version of Beastie Boys, Check Your Head you can get. Gatefold, 2 LP, $48.99. Let's see. Sherry Darnell, Crow are the Japanese albums on auction vintage. Yes, these are all original vintage. These are not anything new whatsoever. These are 100% original. Rainbow is about to be sold. Waylon, $55, and then the Police, and actually, let's go ahead and sell it. It's been up a while. Waylon, you get Rainbow for $55. And the Police, these are no bids. If anybody wants them, they're $44.99. And I may, after tonight, they may get marked for more than that. But if you want them right now, $44.99. Susie Breedlove wants Simon and Garfunkel. Susie Breedlove wants Simon and Garfunkel. And Brian, I have not hung those posters yet. We were just talking about it earlier. We have like 20 posters framed. Some of them are mine. Some of them's the one you gave to the store. And we've got to get them hung. That's Seth's job. And, of course, he hasn't done it. Right, Seth? Right. Seth hasn't done that. He even agreed he hadn't done it. So, Susie got a Simon & Garfunkel. What year is the Deja Vu pressing? Dan Sessler said he'll take the Eagles for $45. Tanner sold that to Dan Sessler for $45. And the Deja Vu, it should be an OG press. Let me find what I've done with that. We'll take a look at it. Surprised no one bought that. Deja Vu is one of those records. There's not an in-print version of this. They made a box set for $100, which I really didn't understand because it was just one disc, and then all the bonus stuff was CDs, which we sold a couple, but this is an SD 72. It doesn't have a 1841. It's definitely, not a reissue, but it's not a first press. But it's an older copy. It has the original gatefold brown cover with the attached photograph. That is $29.99. It's a club pressing. It's got a club sticker on the back of it. Let me show that to you. Yeah, it's a club pressing. Brian Glick said, Seth, let's get those posters hung. Do some work, son. Yeah, don't hold your breath. Paul Brothers takes the Police. So that's sold to Paul Brothers. We'll also do that for $45. Zach said he'll take the Deja Vu. All right. So I was at the Beastie Boys. Jeff, I will get that to you before the end of the week. I promise. And if I don't get it to you by the end of the week, I'll ship it to you for free. How about that? I will get that to you. Foo Fighter self-titled, $28.99. Jonathan, that was our last Crow soundtrack, but I'm going to reorder more. That's one of the more popular soundtracks. If you want on that waiting list, say Crow waiting list, and we will have you one on next week's invoice. Foo Fighters, $28.99. The Police, not the Police, Pink Floyd, Delicate Sound of Thunder, 3 LP box set, $79.99. Let me put up a couple more auctions. I've got Scorpions, and this one's kind of a sleeper over here. If you're on late, I'll give you a couple nice opportunities to buy, like the Scorpions Animal Magnetism. I like that, Obi. It's got a scorpion on it, pink and blue, very colorful. Let's check the condition. It should be pristine. Animal Magnetism, though, this is going to be a $55 start. Oh, yeah, it's beautiful. Animal Magnetism, Scorpions. This is a $55 start. And I've got another Pink Floyd Adam Hart Mother, which we sold one earlier. I wish I could go back and see what we sold it for. Does anybody remember? Because I'm probably, because it's a little bit later, going to start this one a little higher. But I know it's less than what the other one brought. This is an Odeon pressing. This is I'll do a $75 start. It's absolutely pristine. We've already sold Pipers. Hold on a second. Jonathan Bodine wants on the list for the Crow soundtrack, Tanner. Waylon, the Beastie Boys is $48.99. And what I was saying earlier is the only in-print version of that is the box set coming out next month. So, let's see, Jonathan List. Sherry Darnell wants the Patsy Cline. So does Sherry Darnell. Virgin Killer. I hadn't seen it. I hadn't advertised a Virgin Killer. We've had a couple lately. Japanese doors pressing. Yeah, those aren't easy to come by. Japanese doors. That's something you don't see very often. That was the record we got in. I don't know where it came from, but it's Mystic or Mysticky. What'd I say? Mitski. $26.99. And Toto. This is the red vinyl Record Store Day exclusive. $31.99. Bloodshot vinyl. Toto 4. $31.99. So back here on bid. $75 for Pink Floyd, Adam Hart Mother. Should have put that up earlier. And Scorpions Animal Magnetism is a $55 start. What's going to happen is no one is going to bid, and then about 10 minutes, someone's just going to bomb for the start and bid. Right? That's exactly what's going to happen. All right, let me go through, let me stack this here. I got a bin of these putbacks, so let me go through that. I think there's a couple Japanese records in here, but these are all putbacks or non-payments. So let's flip through that. This is all new stuff. You've probably seen it before, but it's back available. We have Disney, Blackbeard's Ghost. Disney is $24.99. Blackbeard's Ghost, $24.99. Walt Disney Presents National Anthems, $24.99. Candyman, Disney record, $19.99. And Babes in Toyland, that is $29.99. Babes in Toyland. How much for Praying Mantis? Richard, I'll put it up for a 40. I was going to auction everything in here, but a $45 start in there. $45 start on that. Paul Brothers is at $75 on Pink Floyd. So here's what I'm going to do. $45 on that, Richard. And then I'll leave Scorpions up for just a few more minutes before I make it a buy it now. So if you don't want to risk getting beat out on it, you can bid $55, $45 on that, and Paul has bid $75 on the Pink Floyd. Those are our three Japanese pressings that's up for bid. All right. We had Kiss off the soundboard. This was the Virginia Beach concert, $59.99. The Bangles Gold, that's a greatest hits, $38.99. A pack of gatefold sleeves, that's a pack of 25 gatefold sleeves. These are sleeves that are extendable. You can put gatefolds in there, and those are $21.99. A pack of Big Fudge inner sleeves, we've already sold a couple tonight, $23.99. Let me wrestle with these records for a second. All right, so Praying Mantis is $45, Pink Floyd is $75. Going once, going twice on both of those. Rolling Stones, Rewind, $34.99. That's a compilation. Rolling Stones, Some Girls, it must have sold at auction, $19, because they don't have a price on it. So $19 on that, Some Girls. Rolling Stones, Goathead Soup is a VG copy for $14.99. Outlaws, Hurry Sundown is a VG copy for $9.99. Aerosmith Rocks, Aerosmith Rocks is EX, $19.99. And John Cougar Mellencamp, is $19.99. Frank has bid $76 on Pink Floyd. That just rejuvenated my memory. I remember him and Preston was in a battle on this one, I'm pretty sure. And the last one we did earlier tonight brought over 100. So Frank Kilpatrick at 76. Richard, your Praying Mantis at 45 is going twice, going 3 times. Andy Lewis wants Some Girls. Tanner, we'll just do the price. It's the sticky note on the front of that. To Andy Lewis, $19. Randy Davis says he wants the pack of the gatefold sleeves. I have more if anybody else wants one, or if you want another pack, Randy. Hendry wants the Rolling Stones Rewind. Susie Breedlove wants the Outlaws. Jeff McMaster takes the Aerosmith. And we're caught up now. Except John Cougar. John Cougar Mellencamp is $19.99. Paul Brothers is at $80 on Pink Floyd. Let's go ahead, and while I got a stack there for you, Tanner, I'll lay that on top. Richard Davis, you get Praying Mantis for $45. Paul Brothers is now at $80 on Pink Floyd. If anybody wants Scorpions, Animal Magnetism, pristine Japanese copy, $54.99. Randy said, actually give me 2 packs of gatefold sleeves. Next 2 records, let's do Queen and the Eagles while they're still bidding on Pink Floyd. As you know, Frank has a terrible internet connection. He still uses dial-up. As we joke, I don't think he actually does, but I think sometimes feels like he does. And we have Eagles, the long run, $45 start on this. Obi, Eagles, the long run, $45 start. And I wanted to look at this one because the cover or the Obi don't really look pristine. I know the vinyl is from the person I got these from. As I tell y'all, usually these things are immaculate or we really don't deal in them. If we do, we're going to put them up for a low start. Yeah, this is flawless. Queen, Night at the Opera. Queen, Night at the Opera. This is I'll do a $55 start on this. I mean, it's Queen. Let's look at the cover, though. The cover, you know, this is supposed to be, well, maybe it's just the finish on it. It's got like a matte finish. The Obi isn't really torn. It's just got a little bit of an aging spot there. But as y'all know, wow, it's a gatefold. I don't think U.S. pressings are gatefolds, are they? $55 start on Queen, and it has the insert with it. Very cool. Queen, Night at the Opera. Bengals Gold is $38.99. That's the Bengals Greatest Hits. That actually came in stock a few weeks ago. We have sold a ton of them. Frank Kilpatrick's at $81 on Pink Floyd. Those dollar bid increments, too. We usually have to wait a half hour to get a dollar bid increment. Frank, I'm going to start making you bid $10 increments. Queen is $55 start. It is a gatefold. Okay, I've never really noticed that. John Cougar, Jason said, bangle me. There's you a bangle. What am I thinking of? A bagel. A bagel. That's the Bengals. Brian Glick is at 55 on Queen. Night at the Opera is a tough Japanese cover. They all have foxing. Huh. I guess so, yeah. It's got like a matte finish on it, but I knew this was, you know, it's supposed to be like pristine white, and it's got just a little bit of like discoloration. Paul Brothers is at 84 on Pink Floyd. Merle Haggard, It's All in the Game, is a VG Plus $9.99. Dolly Parton, Real Love, that is a VG Plus $19.99. We have Merle Haggard, Someday We'll Look Back. Merle is a VG copy $9.99. Close Up Merle Haggard is a VG Plus $19.99. Ozzy, this is the silver vinyl with red swirls, sealed Ozzy, Blizzard of Oz, $21.99. Random Access Memories, Daft Punk, $42.99. Daft Punk, that one don't have a seam split on it. Bush, The Sea of Memories is $29.99. Leonard Skinner Collected is $44.99. Pantera Live is $34.99. Chicago, that's Chicago 2 technically. It's called Chicago. It's their second album. 1990, their first album is Chicago Transit Authority. David Gilmour, On an Island, $34.99. We have Waylon, The Ramblin' Man, $49.99. And Frank Sinatra, Best 20. Frank Sinatra, Best 20, $44.99. Paul Brothers is at 84 on Pink Floyd. We're waiting for Mr. Kilpatrick's word on that one. Kevin's at 45 on the Eagles. I'll go ahead and say going twice, going 3 times. Only one bidder, Kevin, 45. And Brian, you've got 55 on Queen. That's also going twice, going 3 times. And Dakota wanted the Ozzy. I didn't pull that yet, did I? No, Dakota wants the Ozzy. I got more of those if anybody else wants one. So quick flip through here. This was one of those put-back bins from earlier. We've got Blackbeard's Ghost. By the way, this was the guy, funny story. I think y'all remember, these were 25% off, so if anybody wants these, they're 25% off. Blackbeard's Ghost, National Anthems, Candyman, and Babes in Toyland. This guy bought these, and we sent him an invoice, and he says, I don't feel like I have to pay shipping because I asked for Disney records, and I bought several, and then other people bought them. I think I should get free shipping. And we was like, we can't do that. Everyone pays shipping, whether you spend $2,000 or you buy a $2.99 cleaning cloth. And so we just canceled his order. We went back and forth a couple times, and we just canceled his order. I was like, man, that is crazy. He's like, I deserve free shipping. I was like, no one gets free shipping. Nobody. Kiss Off the Soundboard, Virginia Beach, $59.99. Kiss Off the Soundboard, Virginia Beach, $59.99. There's a pack of inner sleeves. Goat Head Soup, John Cougar, Merle Haggard, Dolly, Merle Haggard, Merle Haggard. All right, let's go ahead and end these. Brian Glick, Night at the Opera, 55. Kevin Blackfox on the Eagles at 45. That's the code is Ozzy. And then Pink Floyd, Paul's at 84. I hadn't heard from Frank Kilpatrick. But Paul's at 84. I've got to wait till we hear from Frank on that one. Frank says he's out. All right, let's go ahead and sell it. My bad. Paul Brothers, you get Pink Floyd, I believe, at a deal. I think if we would have sold that 4 hours ago, it would have brought $30 more. But you get perks for staying up late with us, right? And Paul, congratulations on your big promotion. Jason, the Disney records, Jason, let's see, they were 25% off, which, let's see, $24.99, that would be $18. I'm really ready to sell these. So I'll do $15 on that one. 25% off would have been almost $19. Same thing for that one, $15. So $15, $15's $30. I'll do $15 on that one, $45. And this one's $29.99. Where are we at? $15, $30, $45. I'll do this one for $15. $30, $60 for the 4 of them. Sticker price is $30, $50, $60, $70, $80, $90, $100, all 4 of them for $60. These are very nice. Yeah, the best news I got all week, Paul Brother said he got a promotion, and he is going to make more money to buy more records with. And I said, hallelujah. Congratulations, Paul, and thank you to his employer. So we had a pizza party here when we found out Paul got a promotion. Sorry, Ed, you missed that. Random Access Memories, Daft Punk, $42.99. Bush, we had Leonard Skinner, Pantera, Chicago, Waylon, David Gilmour, and Frank Sinatra. Jason said he will take the bundle. Brian, you should get free shipping before I do. Yeah, Yeah, he buys enough box sets, trust me. He basically gets free shipping. Okay, those are sold to Jason for $60. All the Disney bundle there. Jason, I think that's like 3 times I've sold those Disney records, so I know you'll pay for them, though. All right. I started a new job. Wow, everybody's getting jobs. That's good to see. Everybody getting jobs and promotions, especially in our current economy. So, congratulations to everybody. Let me see what's next over here in the Japanese section. Okay, we got another Queen, Judas Priest, and we have a Uriah Heep. So let's do Uriah Heep, Abominog, pristine Japanese pressing. Look at that pretty cover. Uriah Heep, that's a $45 start. I've got Queen. Brian Glick, you bought A Night at the Opera. Now you've got to have A Day at the Races. This has to be an OG because it says Queen New Album. I don't know, maybe somebody can run those numbers. It's P-10300E. I'll do a $55 start on that one. Very nice looking for a black cover. And I've got Judas Priest. Is this a 12-inch single? I thought this was an album. It's a 12-inch single. Oh, well. $35 start on that. Judas Priest, Green Melanchi. Isn't that a Fleetwood Mac song? Green Melanchi. M-A-N-A-L-I-S-H-I. That's an older Fleetwood Mac song. $35 start on that. So, 45, 55, and 35. Let's put those in order. $35 start on Judas Priest, $45 start on Uriah Heep, and Queen is a $55 start. And I'll show the rest of the bin after we determine something on those. Let me go through another recap, new vinyl bin. The last 2 crates of vintage I'm probably going to hold for tomorrow or Saturday, just so it's fresh. But I'll keep running new auctions in the background so you're seeing new stuff if you're going to hang with us for this last, wow, it's already 11:46. Man Alishi, and yes, Peter Ring wrote that song. There I go. Well, that Judas Priest is covering it on that Japanese 12-inch. Prince Purple Rain, last copy. Prince Purple Rain is $31.99. We have Flaming Grooves, Shake Some Action. Shake Some Action, that is $31.99. So this is Prince. We've got Flaming Grooves. Bill Evans Trio 65 is $36.99. So Prince is the newest remaster with the poster. The Flaming Grooves was the Kevin Gray RTI limited edition colored vinyl. That is $31.99. And this is the newest Verve Acoustic Sounds jazz album, Trio 65, Bill Evans, $36.99. Another restock from AC/DC, Blow Up Your Video, $28.99. And I've got Master of Puppets, the one Metallica album we were missing in their catalog, $29.99. I have to have a $55 start for Queen. And it's just, it slides over like Randy just said. So I'm going to leave those up for a few more seconds, but I have to have 55 on Queen. Sabotage, Power of the Night is $37.99, clear vinyl. Foo Fighters Greatest Hits, pretty self-explanatory, awesome stuff, $29.99. What's the Boston Don't Look Back? Boston Don't Look Back. This is one I really don't know my cost on it. I just know it's a sealed copy. It's got a punch hole right through it. Rose Records, nice price. $65 start. It's a Boston Don't Look Back sealed. Boston Don't Look Back sealed. The songs on the Frank Sinatra. Let's see if I can get to them. Frank Sinatra, South of the Border, All the Way, Young at Heart, Love and Marriage, All of Me, Three Coins in the Fountain, From Here to Eternity, Hey Jealous Lover, Autumn Leaves, My Funny Valentine, Witchcraft, Come Dance With Me, Pennies from Heaven, High Hopes, Nice and Easy, Chicago, Sentimental Journey, Only the Lonely, Night and Day, I've Got You Under My Skin. That is $44.99. Okay, if anybody wants to buy Queen, Queen is now $54.99. Uriah Heep, $44.99. And the Judas Priest, $34.99. And Boston, if anybody wants it, $65 start. I'll actually put it up. If not, I'm going to show these next two. Actually, these next. Yeah, let me do these two. These I will do. I've got two of them. They're pristine copies of Deep Purple in Rock, $45. Deep Purple in Rock, $45. It looks like they're a little bit different. Maybe this OB on the right has the same numbers. This is just a little bit wider and a little bit darker. Or is those the same size? No, it's a little bit wider. But that is, those are, I'll do those quick bite now. Deep Purple and Rock, pristine copies. This one has, what's the hit song on here? Child in Time. These have this one has Child in Time on it. $45 start, Deep Purple. Those look a little bit different, don't they? Even though they're kind of the same thing. $44.99 on those, straight bite now. Paul Brothers wants a Bangles. Let's see if we have a Bangles in the B's over there. If not, we'll have to order him one. Gary Hackett wants a Deep Purple. One sold to Gary Hackett. Those are $44.99, Tanner. We have Black Sabbath Paranoid, a restock of that, $38.99, 50th anniversary remaster. Ronnie's Birthday Show, Ronnie James Dio, Milwaukee Broadcast 1994, $41.99, colored vinyl. And Michael Jackson Thriller, a restock of that, $28.99. 9012 Live, the solos, yes, $39.99. And Jimi Hendrix Live at Berkeley, $26.99. $26.99. What I'd $44.99 on the Deep Purples. No Bangles. Paul, I'm going to order you a Bangles if that's okay. What I'd say, Ray Charles, $39.99, music on vinyl. Ice Nine Kills is $29.99. Nirvana, the Black Album, or self-titled, $36.99. And a Forrest Gump soundtrack, $36.99. Let's see what I have left over here. Those three in the back, I really don't know my cost on those, so I can't show those. It's a sealed copy of Deep Purple, an AC/DC, and a Dokken, but I'll do those either tomorrow night or Saturday night. This other Deep Purple, if anybody wants this one, Fireball, same thing, $44.99. First come, first serve. Fireball, Deep Purple, $44.99. All right, I'm going to show Sold Queen and Frank Obi, $80. Let's see, Queen, what do I have on Frank? 40, 50, that's, wait a second here. It's 55, 60, 100. $90, Brian. Best price. Not letting you win this one. $90 best price. $90 best price. I've got a couple more things in here. I'll just do quick bite nows on. I think that y'all are going to grab up when I show them. My box is stuck in Memphis. Yeah, I think, Paul, I was about to say, I think we've already sold you one of those. Is the docking back for the attack? I believe so. I'll check. How much are the Big Fudge inner sleeves? Big Fudge inner sleeves, Tyler, highly recommend. They're $23.99 for a pack of 50. $23.99 for a pack of 50. Can I get a greatest hits Dolly, Patsy, and Whitesnake? I've got Dolly right here. Zach, I'll have to order you a Patsy. I'll put you on a waiting list for Patsy. There's your Dolly. And what have I done with the Whitesnakes? The Whitesnakes are... Where did those end up? I feel like I condensed them in a bin somewhere. Maybe this last bin over here. I'll order you a Patsy, and I should have Whitesnake somewhere. Duran, there's Whitesnake. I got 2 Whitesnakes left. Let me show those one more time for anybody that didn't get the part 1. Whitesnake is $42.99. Whitesnake greatest hits, $42.99. Yeah, mail is kind of crazy right now. This Bad Company I listened to. I listened to this record. It's actually probably, when you put it on, it's going to sound like a VG Plus record. It is a Japanese pressing, but it's $34.99. When it got rolling, it sounded amazing. There were some dynamics in this I had never heard. In Bad Company, there was, on my system, there's like a, I don't know if you call it the hi-hat on the drums or the cymbal, the timbre, something. It was really popping. Really good copy of Bad Company, self-titled Japanese press, which is getting harder and harder to find nice U.S. pressings. $34.99. Tyler wants to pack a Big Fudge. Tanner just pulled that for you, Tyler. Was that the Dolly from last night? Yes, that was the Dolly's greatest hits. No Obi for Bad Company, unless that really don't look. Yeah, that's just the hop sticker. No Obi though. Yes, let me show that again, Zach, and anybody else that wants one. This came back in stock, surprisingly, this week. Dolly's greatest hits, that's $31.99. $31.99. All the big hits. That doesn't have Coverdale singing. It should, yeah. That's the Whitesnake greatest hits. That's the real stuff. Here I Go Again and all that. Okay, and the other one was Cutting Crew, which has the hit song, I Just Died in Your Arms Tonight. Cutting Crew broadcast is $49.99. Cutting Crew broadcast, I Just Died in Your Arms Tonight, $49.99. Hector, the Whitesnake is $42.99. $42. I do not have a, this is a sealed copy. This is not Japanese. This is a sealed copy of AC/DC Fly on the Wall, and the other one was Docking Back for the Attack, which is also sealed. I got a couple sealed records over here I have not got to yet. AC/DC Obies, very difficult to find. I've seen one, they get pricey. Okay, any last request? It's almost midnight. We cannot go past, we got about 5 minutes left. We've got to stop because we're doing this again tomorrow night and Saturday night. We'll have much more time. We usually go later if we need to, Fridays and Saturday nights. I know Tuesday night we went till like almost 1, which was unusual. But thanks for watching. I need to order record dividers for sure. Those sealed records I don't have priced yet. We're having another show tomorrow night, so I had 2-3 more crates. 4 if you count this Japanese vinyl. 4 crates if you count this Japanese vinyl that I didn't get to tonight. So we already have a pretty good show lined up for tomorrow, and that's before John prices anything, and that's before any new vinyl comes in. And Jonathan Bodine, Grateful Dead. So what we concluded is the 3 from the Vault box set we already sold Tuesday night. We also sold a Dick's Picks, volume 47, and and I guess that was it. But what I'll do tonight is I will try to locate any and all Grateful Dead box sets or Grateful Dead records to show tomorrow night. And I will show those, any half-off records. Hopefully, when we get through all these new arrivals, but I usually don't get to anything on sale until we can go through new stuff. So, Brian Glick says, hold on, Chad, I got a deal coming. I will give you 60 seconds. I'll give you 60 seconds. Luke Mitchell, Trio, $65, $30. Luke, this is a new arrival from our distributor. And all new vinyl, especially the first night, it's sticker price. We really don't discount new vinyl until like a year from now. So everything is always sticker price, or unless I'm overstocked on something. So we're going to see what Brian Glick's deal is before I hit the button. He must be typing it up. I guess I can keep showing a few things. So let me put these back. Cutting Crew was $49.99 and Bad Company was $34.99. Just FYI on those. Queen and Frank Obi and Dokken, $130. I cannot sell you Dokken. I will sell you Frank and Queen for $90, but I just told a couple people I don't have those priced. And I just told somebody else I was going to sell that tomorrow night. Someone already asked about Back for the Tag. I do not have those priced. But I will sell you Frank and Queen for $90, which is a deal. And you've got to let me win this one. Right, Tanner? Tanner said, mm-hmm. Beating, I mean, you're taking a sledgehammer to my legs every night. I mean, I can't. It hurts when I'm dealing these deals. Man. Just joking, but it's all part of the show. Did you buy a cake? Did he buy a cake? Yeah, he did buy a cake. I got 3 cakes left. So, see you in 24 hours. Yeah, less than 24 hours, actually. Less than 24 hours. So, we got some great new vinyl coming. Yeah, I was about to say, that Dokken plus 130, you're a little off on that. We got great new vinyl coming tomorrow. I mean, as y'all know, one of my big distributors, the Jimi Hendrix are due in. I bought some cakes, so okay. Let's sell some more records. How about we sell Brian Glick, Queen, and Frank for $90, and we'll be back tomorrow at 7 o'clock. I would love to keep selling records, but at this point, we need a reset. Tomorrow night is going to be a fantastic show. I can't deal on the Dokken, not tonight. You can come back tomorrow night, Brian. I know you're going to be here, 7 o'clock Central Time. You're going to be watching. Whether you can or can't, you will be watching. And if not, Saturday night. Now, I know that's the next 48 hours. I know you'll be able to at least tune in, and we'll cut a deal. Ed's watch is beeping. That means it's midnight. That means it's time to end the show. Thanks, everybody, for watching. We'll be back, like Paul said, in 24 hours, but actually less than 24 hours, and it will be Friday night, and then we'll do Saturday night too. So I'll make some, as soon as I figure out what we're selling tomorrow night, I'll give a small teaser, but as y'all know, you always want to watch because I really don't know what I'm selling either until we start selling it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you